Hi everybody, so I am back and today we're going to do a layout. This layout, that was my phone, I'm sorry. Uh, this layout is about my love for music, listening to music. I do not think in any way I can play it, but I have listened a lot to older jazz music like here you can see Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, and I just love them so much. It makes my heart happy to listen to them, and I just wanted to make a layout about that because music is important to me. That little speech bubble I cut out, it's a printable from BeckyHiggins.com and from her blog now in Valentine, and I really wanted to have a special color scheme for this layout, and that just fitted right in, so I printed it out. And I just love how it looks like he's singing out that word. So anyway, here is my Maggie Holm box. I know it's starting to run out, but I have refilled it, so it's okay. And I'm just going to pick out flowers and die cuts and papers, and going to make a really fun layout. That is my goal, with a lot of color. Now this piece is a print from a painting, and I really like the colors. And yeah, so I'm just going to start add. I realized later that that vellum piece from Kane Company, it's really old. I do really like it, but it's not working for me, so I'm going to remove that like that. So, yeah, a doily makes everything better, don't you think? Yeah. um, yeah. And I'm just going to use some white photo corners, and I'm really sorry if you can hear voices in the background. I don't know if you can, but I assume you can. We're having the downstairs part of our house painted, and the guy who's painting it, he is painting it. So yeah, but they will be good, yeah. So anyway, moving things around, that is what I do, and yeah. I do really like that polka dot paper from the open book collection. Well, to be fair, I sort of like everything from the open book collection, I have noticed. Uh, so, yeah. To cover up that hole in the paper, I just cut that goal in half. The reason why I wanted to have the code left, or that strip left, instead of just tearing it off, because I wanted to have like an equal frame around the photo, and yeah, I really like to do that. So I'm going to make some flowers that are flowers plain with gold, vellum, leaves, the whole shebang, to make two arrangements. And I'm going to, let's see if I do it. Oh yeah, I do. Just going to glue them together so they sort of stick. Um, just going to make it easier to move. Now the colors here are like pink, reddish, peach color, and I decided to take in the flowers that are a little better, like dark teal color, just to bring it up a notch. So that is that. Okay, so now to the background, and I'm going to use pink. There you go, pink, orange, and red watercolors, and just make it run down the page. Now, these are like the cheapest watercolors you can find. I mean, seriously, they are really cheap. They are really bad. But I like the colors, and I like that it's cheap because I don't have to be like worrying about it or anything. So in that way it's good, but I will not get any good image with it. I can't paint with it in that way. But I really like the colors, but I do realize I need a bit further down. So. And I especially love the pink here because it is really pink. So I like that. And some splashes, and I really like how the red, pink, and orange work together. So going to add the flowers. Yep. And here I'm just going to cut off about 1 centimeter at the top and one at the side so that I can mat it on a pen paper later and dry it. It's better if you dry things, I have realized, and I do not why. Yeah, well, it's done. Okay, so I'm just going to find the paper I want to use, and that was not working, so we're going to do that step later. I'm going to put this part down. And yes, this video was recorded before my big haul, so that is why I still have a really dirty paper instead of my new very pretty craft mat. So it will come later, promise. So, the title is Musik, which is Swedish for music. You just switch out the C and the K. And I'm going to use my favorite letters for that. And I'm also going to write week 6 because I decided to not do a project life page for this week, week 6. I'm just going to do this layout. Yeah, and I'm going to use my Faber-Castell in Fine, I think, which is a 0.5 tip. I just journal, and I'm writing that I listen a lot to their music this week and that I really like them. They're so happy and there's so much humor in the music and so much heart, and like I said, my heart just feels better when I listen to it, and I really like it, and I want to sort of remember that. I sort of wished I had done that before because I go through phases. I do with listening to music, and it would have been fun to do this uh, when I go through phases. That was what I'm trying to say. So I'm doing it now. And I'm actually planning on another music page later on. Or I actually think it will be an art channel page. We'll see. It's very exciting. So here I'm just going to add more of that polka dot paper because I really like it. And here I'm going to use the medium tip of that Faber-Castell pen. It's a pen set of width 4, so this is 0.7. I'm just going to outline that speech bubble to make it pop a bit more. And now we're going to back it. And first I'm thinking about the big print, but it didn't really work. But let's see where it is. Here we go. Polka dot. So it's a light paper, but with that sort of green polka dot, which will pick up in the flowers. And the polka dots is a running theme on this page, but I really like it. So, good choice. So yeah, I actually think it's pretty much done. Is it? Oh yeah. I realized I wanted a bit more green, so I decided to add some leaves. And these are a mix of leaves from Prima, from Petaloo, from my local scrapbook store, you know. I just wanted that green, a bit of life in it. I thought it was missing that. So now I am finished. And I am so happy with this layout. I did add a bit more in the left corner, just a flower and more of that polka dot paper to tie it all together. I thought it was needing that. But like I said, really happy with it. I hope you liked this video and I hope to see you soon.